Get ready for the biggest rivalry showdown of the season, because the New York Giants are officially flipping the script against the Dallas Cowboys for their first Sunday night football game. This is a massive shift, moving the traditional home field advantage to MetLife Stadium, signaling a major change in the NFC East dynamic. We dive into everything you need to know about this monumental matchup between the Giants and the Cowboys, and why this game is set to redefine the rivalry. Against the Dallas Cowboys. We examine the details of Nabers' recent second knee surgery and what insiders are saying about his status as John Harbaugh takes the reins. Finally, we're wrapping up with all the essential details you need to know about the 2026 NFL schedule, especially for the Washington Commanders. Find out exactly how you can watch, stream, and mark your calendars for all the anticipated matchups coming your way. Don't miss a second of the action. Stay tuned. The New York Giants are set to host the first edition of Sunday Night Football against their NFC East rivals, the Dallas Cowboys, marking a significant shift in the traditional scheduling narrative. Traditionally, America's team hosts the season's opening primetime game against the Giants, but this year, the location is flipping to a Giants home game at MetLife Stadium, signaling a potential change of guard between the two historic franchises. This decision is seen by the NFL as a strategic move, banking on New York's growing hype for the 2026 season by placing its new roster in front of millions of viewers. While the Cowboys maintain a dominant national presence, the Giants are positioned as a rising contender, making this home field advantage crucial. On the field, the matchup is stacked with high-stakes storylines. Sophomore quarterback Jackson Dart will experience his first taste of Sunday Night Football following his debut against Philadelphia and a loss against New England. Furthermore, this is the first time new head coach John Harbaugh will be on the Giants' sideline for arguably the biggest game of 2026. The rivalry aspect is amplified by the matchup, which pits Dart against Dak Prescott, Harbaugh against Brian Schottenheimer, and potentially Micah Parsons against the NFL debut of 2026 fifth overall selection Arvell Reese. The NFL leans into rivalry games, exemplified by the tradition of placing the Cowboys against an NFC East team and the Detroit Lions against an NFC North opponent during Thanksgiving. The Giants-Cowboys matchup is expected to draw significant national attention, with both teams needing to avoid an opening night loss to maintain fan morale. The NFL's decision to make this a Giants home game is viewed as a calculated move. The Giants have the potential to turn the tide quickly, with an opening night victory against their most hated rivals potentially marking the beginning of a strong season for the G-men. The Philadelphia Eagles are set to face the Washington Commanders in a high-stakes Week 8 Sunday Night Football matchup, according to reports. NBC Sports Philadelphia's Ryan Fowler has indicated that the defending NFC champion Eagles will travel to face their rivals in primetime during the 2026 NFL season. This contest is poised to be a marquee event, pitting two NFC East heavyweights with significant postseason ambitions against each other. The rivalry between Philadelphia and Washington has intensified, underscored by the Eagles' dominant performance in the 2024 NFC Championship game against the Commanders. Washington sought to exact retribution, securing a 24-17 victory over the Eagles in the Week 18 regular season finale on January 4, 2026, after the Eagles had already secured their playoff positioning. If this scheduling information is confirmed when the NFL officially releases the 2026 schedule this Thursday, it will once again provide a nationally televised showcase for quarterback Jalen Hurts and the Eagles roster, which is still projected to remain among the NFC favorites. Washington, meanwhile, is also anticipated to receive significant primetime exposure following its rapid rise in contention last season, spearheaded by rising quarterback Jaden Daniels. Philadelphia's schedule remains packed with high-profile games, with reports suggesting several major matchups have already been leaked, including a potential Thanksgiving showdown against the Dallas Cowboys and an international game against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. The status of New York Giants wide receiver Malik Nabers is under scrutiny ahead of their Week 1 Sunday Night Football matchup against the Dallas Cowboys. Nabers recently underwent a second knee surgery following an ACL tear in October, with insiders providing updates on his recovery. According to Giants insider Dan Duggan, the objective of the second procedure was to remove scar tissue that was causing stiffness, a clean-up operation reportedly performed several weeks prior. Duggan characterized the Giants as hopeful regarding Nabers' readiness for the contest. The Giants enter the game as home underdogs against the Cowboys, a matchup where the Giants have historically struggled, having won 4 games to Dallas's 7 in the 2025 season, despite Dallas boasting a potent offense. Key to the Giants' potential success lies in their ability to disrupt the Cowboys' secondary. While Dallas has revamped its cornerback unit, with players like Deron Bland recovering from off-season foot surgeries and Kobe Durant being a solid presence, Shavon Revel Jr. remains a significant question mark. Furthermore, potential matchups between Nabers and Caleb Downs, who is in his first NFL game, present a potential mismatch. Despite these concerns regarding Nabers' physical readiness following 2 knee surgeries, the Giants under John Harbaugh are expected to aim for upsets. However, having their top wide receiver available against a challenged defense adds another layer of uncertainty to the Giants' prospects. The Washington Commanders are nearing the release of their 2026 NFL schedule, providing fans with an imminent opportunity to mark their calendars for highly anticipated matchups. Details regarding how to watch, stream, and access further information about the Commanders' 2026 schedule are expected to become available shortly. Fans interested in the upcoming season slate will be able to find comprehensive details soon.